Hello. Do-do-do-do. Hello, Kobe reviews movies. First in the room. Nice one. I am Groot as well. Before we get going, check the volume. Audio okay? Give us a thumbs up. Hello, Simon Lawrence and Logan Holland and David Austin. Hello. Ah, dear. How's everybody's Sunday been? I'm pretty good, Logan. Thank you very much. Audio is good. And this time I've actually plugged in the mains so that the phone doesn't run out of juice. Because I plugged in the external microphone last time and we got a 10% warning. Hi, Richard DVD Bomber. Hello there. Yes, before we get on to some questions and all kinds of crap and all that stuff, this is posted as an Avengers Endgame spoiler chat. So we can talk about other things as well, but for anybody that wants to come into the chat has to be aware that there will probably be, most likely be, Avengers Endgame spoilers. So you've been warned. I should imagine everybody on the planet's bloody seen it by now. Yes, I've seen In-Betweeners. Yeah, I really like In-Betweeners. What do you think of Professor Hulk? Yeah, I don't know. It's very different, isn't it? It's very different. It's kind of growing on me. It was a bit of a shock to start with, though, wasn't it? It was a bit of like, what the hell was this? Ross has got a pre-order in for the 4K of Endgame. Nice one. From a kid's perspective. Hello there. Let's just get the big spoilers out of the way. Spider-Man is gay and Ant-Man climbs up Thanos' butthole. Yes, and Iron Man's not really dead. Thor ate him. Oh, yes. Hello, movie mad. Matt Yeep. SWFC 15. Hello, I'm pretty good. Cheeseburgers? Yeah, I wish I had some now. Good evening from the chair, from one chair to the other chair. Have you seen Detective Pikachu yet? I've seen it twice in 2D and 3D. Haven't seen it yet, no. Hoping to see it sometime next week. We've got a little cinema outing to John Wick 3 next week. So I'm hoping to also fit in Pikachu. Movie mad, thought Endgame was too long. Oh, excuse me. I got Doctor Who DVD yesterday from HMV for £5.99. That's pretty good. Which Doctor Who? Samuel Yu, hello. Have you been to the Avengers Station exhibition? No, I haven't. Not yet. So there's railway stations. Or was it the O2? I cried a lot the first time I saw it, and the second. Yeah, I don't know if I was more emotional in Infinity War. I think I was probably a little bit more emotional in Infinity War with the snap, especially when Spider-Man was all, I don't want to go, kind of reminded me of David Tennant's Doctor. But I think probably the most emotional part of Endgame was probably Tony's funeral at the end with the whole gathering. Du, du, du. I didn't like, Movie Man didn't like what they did to Thor. uh, but maybe he's going to tone himself up now that he's part of the Asgardians of the galaxy. Hello, Mark Holding and Alan Juliet. Juliet. Yeah. You know I'm terrible with names. Fat Thor was comical. Yeah. I think it was just a little bit different. I mean, we had quite a lot of different stuff in Endgame, didn't we? What with that, what with Thor and Professor Hulk Banner and all that kind of shit. Yeah, I don't know. I thought he was pretty good. I thought he was pretty good. I don't know if I would have preferred standard Thor, or maybe they just had to change it up a little bit because time had gone on. 5 years had passed and that. Batman dies in Endgame. Did anybody catch the glimpse of Howard the Duck coming through the portals at the end? I caught it the second time, but it's very brief. Yeah, Korg was the best playing Fortnite. I love that they brought those two characters in. I don't think Fat Four. I don't think Fat Four will continue in Guardians. Weight Watchers buddies. That's a good one. I think he'll be back to his normal self by the time we get Guardians 3. He's had time to work out on the ship, hasn't he? Avengers Endgame has got $2.4 billion in the box office. Yeah, already past Titanic, isn't it? I think even James Cameron gave a congratulatory, to the creators of Endgame. Is it 2.7? I think Avatar's got. So it's got a pretty good chance, I think, in the next couple of weeks. As Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Oh, Chernobyl. I keep seeing that advertised. It does look good. Yeah, I must have a watch of that. That looks pretty good. Rusty barks. Sounds like a dog, isn't it? I was in the back garden and Rusty barks. Trying to find Zoltan Hound of Dracula on Blu-ray. Ever come across? I've never bloody heard of it, let alone come across it. Are there any giveaways tonight? Yes, there is. We're giving away spoilers. No, I didn't prepare any giveaways. Right, there goes half the room. You greedy bastards. No, because it's just an thingy prompt to with Avengers. Hopefully, I should get some giveaways because the giveaways are really from Poundland, and the Poundlands have been a bit dry, really, because I gave the best ones away, a couple of months ago with Dawn of the Planet of the Apes and Godzilla and all that kind of stuff. But hopefully, we'll get some new Blu-rays in, and we'll have some new giveaways. Don't know if anybody has noticed up here. My little space that ripped the wall off. I was going through some stuff that Lulu and Claire bought me, and I found one of those DVD frames where you just stick the DVD in the back and you can just display it. I think they do the same with the steelbooks as well. And I've put Galaxy Quest in there, and down there is a autograph from Robin Sachs, who played the villain. The bug-like character. I can't remember his name. I met him at a Buffy convention once. I'm thinking of actually doing the same and getting another one of those frames and sticking it over, probably over here somewhere on that side, and get rid of that. I think it looks a lot better. One thing that's missing from behind my bonce before we continue is my lovely pillow. Otherwise, I'm going to get bloody neck ache. Right, okay, back to the questions. Bloody hell. I look away and there's about 1,000 questions. Where are we? Oh, hang on a minute, come down here. Where are you? Right, here we go. Alan Jones. I thought Endgame was amazing. My only criticism was Fat Thor went on too long. I Am Groot cried most when Black Widow dies, because I thought it was so unexpected, and obviously when Iron Man sacrifices himself. I actually thought it was going to be Hawkeye that was going to go over. Yeah. I don't understand how that ties in there, because wasn't there going to be a Black Widow movie? So I presume the Black Widow movie maybe is going to be a prequel instead. The only bit I didn't like was how everything relied on the rat at the beginning walking across the panel to release. That is actually true. If that rat wasn't there, there'd be no film. The whole thing would be bollocked, wouldn't it? So, thumbs up to the rat. Spoiler alert for Endgame, they made Thor bigger Pauly. Hello, David Austin. Is it bad of me to think it would be funny if the projector fell off the shelf above you and hit you on the head like something out of Tom and Jerry? Wow, the shelf is pretty well fixed. This is a black shelf up here, and the projector is actually on top of it. So I think we're in good chance that it's not going to. It's been there for about 4 years, so unless I grow taller and bang my head on the bottom of the shelf. Hello, Dalek Doctor 1. James Hubble. Excuse me. Endgame was an amazing cinema experience. I especially liked the scene where Vision kicked ass. Yeah. Wish it was on for 4. Do you know what? I actually could have sat through it for 4 hours. I know the first hour was a little bit slow to get going, but basically they were all depressed after the snap, and it took a little time, for them to realise what they got to do. And like I think he said, if it wasn't for the rat, then they'd still be going to meetings and shit. SWFC 15, have you seen the It Chapter 2 trailer? No, I haven't, not yet. If so, what did you think of it? It Chapter 2 is going to be 3 hours long. Really? Logan Holland wants to know, have you seen 3099 Days on Netflix? Not heard of that. Carl PG, hello. I liked Endgame a great deal. A tremendous end to the sequence of films. Yes. Although now I am so excited over Spider-Man Far From Home. That trailer looked brilliant. It was Thor's way of coping with the guilt of not going for the head. I agree. Yes, when you get depressed and you get down, you start to eat, don't you? Or you start to drink. So, yes, that was his way of coping. Should have gone for the head. There is a reason, if you watch on YouTube, Fat Thor is meaning for suffering depression as he could not cope with losing his friends. That as well, yeah. Thor is going to take over the gardens of the galaxy. Yeah, both him and Rocket are going to overthrow Star-Lord and just take over. Spoiler alert, 5 years later, Thor became Big Pauly. If he was going, if the things were going on any longer like it was, then yes, maybe he was turning into me. Can you believe Goose? That, yes. Can you believe Goose wasn't in the movie? Where was Goose? I know Goose was the night in the 90s with Captain Marvel, and Endgame is now present day, so we're talking 20 years or so. But inside Goose, I don't think 20 years, would be a lifespan. It was just Goose's exterior. So I am really disappointed. That's the one thing I was disappointed with. Especially after for weeks and weeks of seeing photos of Goose with his claws out, and then a picture of Thanos with his marks down there, thinking, oh, they've had some kind of battle in the past. And I thought the showdown in Endgame was going to be Goose up against Thanos, and Thanos would be shitting himself. Also, I don't know how everybody else feels about Captain Marvel, but she had way too little to do in the film. I really thought that the film was pushing that Captain Marvel was pushing her character to be really big in this. Although, from what I understand, she actually filmed her scenes in Endgame before even filming a scene for Captain Marvel. But I'm not sure about Brie Larson with short hair. I actually prefer Captain Marvel with long hair. Yeah. Hello, Sarah Dovinson. Who would win in a fight, Tony Stark or Bruce Wayne? Both millionaires, both like gadgets. Probably Bruce Wayne, because Tony's dead. Yes. My favourite scene was Hulk taking the stairs. Just a quick heads up, next week, John Wick 3. Yes, next week, Aladdin and Secret LOP2. Secret LOP. What's Secret LOP2? Am I missing something? And Rocket Man, yep. Godzilla, yep. X-Men, yep. Doing all of that lot. Yeah. No Vision. There was no Vision. I was kind of surprised that there was no Vision, especially after he played such a major part in Infinity War. Oh, I didn't know that. As Guardians of the Galaxy is a recent comic series. Yeah, I wouldn't really know. I don't really go for the comics. I don't really read the comics, so anything that's in the Marvel universe is, it's kind of new to me because I've never followed the comics. Yeah, yes, Daniel. Galaxy Quest DVD. I like the cover of that. I really do like the cover of that one. I was toying with what to put on that side when I get the DVD frame for it. You should be putting Blu-rays on the wall. Maybe I'll put The Abyss. It'll be a permanent reminder that James Cameron, when he tunes into my channel, pissing release it on Blu-ray or 4K already. Is chapter 2 chapter 2 is the happening, because at the end of it Pennywise was dusted, and in Endgame they reversed the snap, so they brought back Pennywise in It chapter 2. Loki TV series, that's one that I'm looking forward to, definitely. Will feature the Loki that stole the Tesseract when they went back to in time in New York. Oh, that's interesting. Black Widow death is actually devastating. Yep. So what happened to Black Widow? I mean, she was like the main star of the first hour of Endgame. Yes. Operation Cliff Diving. Get to the chopper. Just want to say thanks for the awesome content. Thank you very much. Love what they did with the cat at the end. Thought it was a great ending for him. Yeah, one thing I've got a question on that because I haven't bothered to look into that, but was that actually Chris Evans in makeup? You know, made to look old, like they did with what's his name, Johnny thingy from what's it called? Jackass. Or was that an actual elder actor? I don't know. I didn't look on the credits. Hello, Patrick Sherwood. Mark Holding says, am I going to frame... Oh, yes! Nice one. I can frame 50 Shades of Shit up there. It's the Blu-ray, but I can still frame it. Maybe I'll put a DVD one up there and the Blu-ray one down here somewhere. Yeah, the custom 50 Shades of Shit that came through the post. Black Widow movie is a prequel. I would have thought so, yeah. Da, da, da. Do you live in a detached house? No, terraced. I thought they could have done a tribute to Stan Lee as an end scene. I really thought at the end with Tony's funeral, you know, they were panning through everybody and they panned up the steps and then Nick Fury was at the top. I thought maybe Stan Lee was going to be up there. Or was that too corny? Hello, Sector Alpha Zero. Yeah, I like that scene with Tony and his father. That was a really good scene. Rate Avengers Endgame 1 to 5. Well, I'll give it 5. Definitely. Both that and Infinity War, in my opinion, get 5. Have you seen the trailer for Dark Avenger? No. With Gamora, the original is dead while past is still alive. This confused the shit out of someone that hasn't followed these films and just comes in Endgame. I thought the fight with Thanos at the end was overkill. It kind of reminded me a bit of Ready Player One, that big planet battle they had. I know he's a Titan, but come on, it feels like they tried way too hard to keep the fighting going. Is Rocket Man a 15? The trailer made it look like a 12, but now I believe it's a 15. What the hell happened to the marketing for the film? I actually don't know. I haven't seen a certificate for it yet. If they're hoping to pull off a little bit more raunchy, a little bit more personal of Elton's love life side, then I would think maybe they'll do a 15. I don't know who told me, but someone said that Rami Malek filmed a scene as Freddie Mercury for when they do the Live Aid scenes. I don't know if there's any truth in that, but I think that would be pretty good. Thor is in Guardians 3. Yeah, I'm so glad that James Gunn is back on form for that. Are you in May watching Rocket Man? Yep, I will be seeing Rocket Man. I am, as much as I love Bohemian Rhapsody. I think by the trailers for Rocket Man looks good. It does. About a girl gets kidnapped by a man, and after 8 years, she escapes the house, and the man was on the phone, and he killed himself by a train. Clever. Pirate Star, hello. I'm pretty good, thanks. Hayden wants to know how many times I've seen it. I've only seen it twice so far, but I'm going to take Mama Bowman again for a third time. Hi, Ronan. Yes, Goose was not in Endgame, was he? Bah. he's off saving the universe or something. Gooch has had 9 lives. Get over it. Rest in peace. What's that? Poor Magasiva, who portrayed Shane Clark, the Red Ranger from the Power Rangers Ninja Storm. Ross likes the short hair more. It's more comic-like. Yeah, I suppose so. Captain Marvel was only had a small part because it was a farewell to the original Avengers. Yeah, Captain Marvel's the future, so kind of like she's like wait for them to get their shit out of the way, then she can take over, sort of thing. Oh, this is interesting. From Dark Horse. If you were a Marvel character, which one would you be? Okay. Well, it's general consensus that I'm probably Thor. Who would I like to be? Probably Vision. Yeah, then I can get it on with Elizabeth Olsen. Oh, yes. Secret Life of Pets 2. Looking forward to that. I'm going to get out my BB-8 tin. What? People are saying, what? Little present that I got from Lulu and Claire. My little astromech tin. Well, it's plastic, really. It's like a little lunchbox, but let's open it up and see what we've got in it. Have we got some lettuce? Have we got some cucumber or tomato? No. Got Maltesers. Suckers. Oh, lovely. Black Widow film will try to be a Red Sparrow ripoff. That's the same storyline of growing up, becoming an assassin. Yeah, Vision wasn't killed. He was killed by the snap. Hello, Logity25. Oh, I think Pokemon movie series could be a major cinematic universe for Warner Brothers. Do you know I've never followed anything to do with Pokemon? I didn't even know what Pikachu was. I think that era, that phase must have passed me by. James worked it out that Steve Rogers, at the very end of Endgame, when he's old, is 117 years old. And that is excluding the 66 years under the ice. He looked good for 117, didn't he? Also released True Lies on Blu-ray and 4K. Yeah, what's the matter with you, Cameron? Get your ass out of your finger. Get your finger out of your arse and release them. That was Chris Evans under that makeup. Holy shit, that was really good. Evening, Ben Grant. Do you think Chapter 2 be better than Chapter 1 of it? I don't know. I think the thing with it, Chapter 1, I liked because of the whole like Stand By Me, Goonies, Super 8 kind of thing. You know, very Spielbergish with the kids of the 80s and that kind of thing, even Stranger Things. So I'm not sure about with part 2 now that they're all grown up, but I think he's going to be good. I think he's going to be really good. I just can't say whether or not it's going to be as good as the first one. But it's got some great cast in it. When Captain America was turned back in time, he looked like Clint Eastwood. He did kind of reminded me of a kind of Clint Eastwood, Robert Redford, maybe Scott Eastwood look as well. La la la. Remember Jim from the last live chat? Was that the one that really fancied me? God, he's not in here, is he? Should make a remake of Roger Rabbit. That would be bloody good now, wouldn't it? Pixar would probably do that. If you could change one Avenger member for another actor or actress, who would it be and why? Yeah. Oh God. They're all so good, and they're all so familiar now. Is there one that I would replace? I don't think so, because they're so iconic. They're so iconic. You can't imagine anybody else playing them. No, I don't think so. I don't think I would change any of them, to be honest. That's just my opinion, but no, they're all perfect casting. Rocket Man is a 15. I've heard that Ryan Johnson's Star Wars trilogy is cancelled, but they're going on to the next trilogy afterwards, aren't they? Which what I presume will be the Game of Thrones trilogy. Are you going to review Secret Life of Pets? I will do, yes. I'll definitely be going to see that. I love that first film. Let's hope Rocket Man is better than Bohemian. Bohemian Rhapsody was brilliant. It was a brilliant film. I guess not everybody agrees. The past Gamora can't be dead. I mean, wasn't she? But she did, and she happened. Oh God, this is also complicated. Bloody time travel again, isn't it? And all that kind of shit. Back to the Future bollocked my head up. I personally would have loved a moment of past Loki showed up and teamed up with Doctor Strange for the big finale, especially after the humorous moment in Thor 3. Thor 3. The reason Captain Marvel was not in it was because of the fans' backlash from her solo outing. Why is there so much backlash? Is it? I hear that she did say something in maybe a interview or something, but I don't quite know what the grasp, what it was to do with. But she doesn't seem to have that much of a liking amongst, the Marvel cinematic, audience. Even though how many films she signed for 4 films or something. What camera do you use? I use an iPhone XS Max. Captain America is still alive because he could still be under the ice. Pauly, what's your favourite superhero? Superman. Christopher Reeve Superman. Hello, Movie Mash. Hello, Lisa Johnson. John Campy's sources told him that Ryan Johnson's Star Wars trilogy appears to be dead. Would anybody have gone to see it? That's the thing, though. After how a lot of people feel about the Last Jedi. I've been hearing lots of good things about a new trailer for Star Wars coming up. I think maybe at the San Diego Comic Con or one of the other conventions, and hearing lots of things about Harrison Ford as well. I know he said he would never do it again. He would never play, but I think maybe they've used some footage like they did with Carrie Fisher from The Force Awakens, and for a scene between him and maybe Leia, as like a goodbye. I'm not sure. What year did Captain America go into the ice? Because people are saying these two Captain Americas, but if he went back to the 70s, he was already in the ice, so there will only be one Captain America. Oh, God. I knew I should have had some paracetamol before doing this. They shot Endgame before they shot Captain Marvel. How could they tell if people are going to hate the movie? Yeah. What shocked me the most was Black Widow's death. Cameron has said that this year is an anniversary year for both The Abyss, 30th, and 25th True Lies, so they could be released this year. I bleeding hope so. I mean, he can pass it on to other people. He doesn't have to do it himself. I mean, he's stuck doing Avatar for the next 50 years, so surely we'd have to have other people overseeing it. Roger Rabbit and Rocket. That's a bloody good pairing. Absolutely, I'd see that. Disney Plus. I'm looking forward to Disney Plus. I know that you're going to get it in the US sometime in November. I don't know when we're going to get it in the UK. Hopefully not too long after, but from what I believe, it's going to be sometime next year, probably early next year, which means we'll be lagging behind on The Mandalorian, and that stinks. Remake Howard the Duck. Please don't remake Howard the Duck. Ooh. What about Scarlet Witch having Jennifer Lawrence play her instead? Nah. I like Jennifer Lawrence, don't get me wrong, but no, I think they got the right cast. There should be a live-action Spider-Man multiverse film with Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, and Tom Holland, all as the many Spider-Mans. What's my favourite bit of Endgame? I would say the middle section with all the Avengers travelling to different points in time and kind of like replaying familiar scenes that we all remember but were slightly different. You know, Back to the Future 2 style. Brie Larson said 40-year-old white men should not watch her movies and Captain Marvel is not for men. That's one way of getting your audience, isn't it? Kenneth Roberts, hello, welcome. Love the Blu-ray hunting, thank you very much, and the Poundland Bin episodes, thank you very much. What's your favourite TV series you like to binge watch? I haven't binged watched a lot lately, but I've kind of anything Star Trek, Lost, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, that kind of thing. If it wasn't for Captain Marvel, Thanos ship us still shooting at people and she took it down. Oh yeah, Thanos' ship, yeah. Howard the Duck was the worst Marvel character. That's scary, isn't it, when you get told that you're the worst character, even over a talking twig. Oh, dear. San Diego Comic Con. Yeah, I wish I could go to that. Big Paula. Are you going to buy Shazam? Oh yeah. Don't know about the Steelbook. I'm not sure about the Steelbook yet, but definitely going to be buying Shazam. I hope if Ultron returns, they rehire David Spader. He voiced Ultron so well. Yes, he did. He was definitely iconic as the voice of Ultron. Yeah, the Joker movie. Yes, I am looking forward to seeing that. Definitely. The reason for the backlash was that she did not understand why 40-year-old white men could not understand A Wrinkle in Time. Do you know what? That's one film I haven't seen. I know in the UK it only got released as a DVD, but what I'm going to be watching in the next couple of days in 3D. I didn't even know it had a 3D release, but it's on Sky. It's on Sky Q. All their Sky section in 3D there. It's there. I didn't even know it had a 3D release. If you were a woman, who would you be? If I was a woman, who would I be? If I was a woman, who would I be? Big Pauline. If I was a woman, who would I be? Hmm. Yeah, probably Pauline. What? It's revealed that Miles Morales is in a bit of Far From Home. What, animated? I have good questions for you. Banger music, TV, bring 'em on. My favourite scene was when the man became old to teen to baby. Yeah, that was funny, wasn't it? Yeah. Um, somebody was it somebody wet themselves or something, and I don't know if it was old me or young or baby me, but I actually thought it was me. That was funny. Lewis, we are talking about Endgame spoilers and anything else you want to talk about as well. My theory is Rey taking the name of Skywalker in Star Wars Episode 9. He's, JJ's going to have something up his sleeve, isn't he? To shock us. Also, picked up a movie in Poundland on Blu ray for £2, went into HMV later and found the movie for £8. Yes, I did the same thing. Can't remember what it was. I was over there the other day and it was $7.99 or 2 for 13. What do you think? What do you think if America attacked Iran, that would get their big allies in, like Russia and Chad, to attack America? What? Russia and America and Iran. Iran once. No, I'm never going to do it again. Oh, dear. The rise of Skywalker is the rise of a new training Jedi. Could be those kids at the end of The Last Jedi. Hello, Ariz Khan. Need a Spawn remake. Yeah, I really like Spawn. I've got it on DVD, but never picked it up on Blu-ray. Do you think Morgan Stark, Tony Stark's daughter, will take over Stark Industries in the foreseeable future? That is a possibility. A little bit young at the moment, but it's a possibility, yeah. You know, like Bruce Wayne took over Wayne Enterprises. Yeah, it's a possibility. Jack wants to know, am I getting Bumblebee? Oh, yes. Don't know what I'm getting yet. We'll find out tomorrow. If it's going to be the Blu-ray, the 4K, because although I said I was waiting on the 4Ks because they're like 25 quid each, I think probably Bumblebee is one that I'd like to pick up. And the cover looks fantastic. But there's also the steelbook, the yellow steelbook, and it's got debossed eyes, debossed blue eyes, I think. So I'm going to hopefully have a look at that. That may be in HMV. I'm sure it probably is. But I don't think the yellow steelbook's got a gloss finish. I think it's got a matte finish to it. So and it's 30 quid, so I'm not sure yet, but we'll find out tomorrow. I think that Mysterio is Peter Parker from a different Earth. Hmm. Hello, Blueview. IGTG. And thanks for the support. And have you seen my comment? I ask you something. Remind me. I'm terrible with messages. Have you seen the Predator Hunting Ground trailer? If not, watch it. Although you'll see nothing in much in the trailer. Predator Hunting Ground. I've not heard of that. Buffy is a good series, and Star Trek The Next Generation was my favourite Star Trek series, but it's close with Star Trek The Original Series. Red Dwarf is good too. Glad it's still going. Yeah. Deep Space Nine was a brilliant Star Trek show. I'm really looking forward to seeing the new DS9 documentary. What's it called? What You Leave, I think. What You Leave Behind. Wasn't that the name of the last episode of DS9? But Enterprise was nice. Enterprise was good. A lot of people didn't like Voyager, but I thought Voyager was pretty good. But yeah. But I'm loving Discovery. I am so loving Discovery at the moment, especially the second series. Bloody hell! I'm preferring that over the Orville. I love when Tony Stark said shit and his daughter said shit a couple of times. I love you 3000. Bye. What? As his Khan is going. Bye. You forgot me. See you later. Bye. You going already? I ordered Captain Marvel 4K today. It's out June the 11th. All these people hating on Captain Marvel, they're still buying it. June the 11th in America and July the 15th in the UK. I don't understand why we're always last to get the new releases. FFS. Yeah. And sometimes the films are actually released in the cinema a couple of days, 2 or 3 days before the US. So I don't understand why we get the film releases, the home releases a month later. What do you think of the new Star Wars film, Episode 9, being 4 hours long? Yeah, I don't think so. Is it? Yes, Avatar's been delayed again. What a surprise. It is the first of the new Avatar. Avatar's not a trilogy, though, is it? He's done 4 films back to back. It's now November 2021. Yeah. Blimey. And they've already confirmed Indiana Jones 5, haven't they? For July, is it 7th or something? 2022, I think. As is Khan's back. What's your favourite Doctor Who? Have you watched any of the new ones? I have seen a few of them with Jodie Whittaker. I saw about 4 episodes. I just didn't get time to watch the rest, so I will kind of like start watching them, binge watching them. But she's all right. It's the writing. I don't think the writing's that good. I did like the Rosa Parks episode, but from what I saw, it wasn't strong. It wasn't strong. My favourite Doctor Who, of my past, would be Tom Baker, but I think my favourite Doctor Who's probably Matt Smith. I love Hulk. He's up here, look. And Thanos is to one side of him. What do you think the construction noise was at the end of Endgame was when the Marvel logo appeared? It was actually Tony Stark with his hammer forging his first Iron Man suit. Do you remember in Iron Man 1 when they was in the cave? I believe that's what it was. Coming like full circle. There's no monsters in this house. You got the Bumblebee Zavit exclusive. There's 2 steelbooks, isn't there, for Bumblebee? There's a white one as well. Sorry, my bad written. I meant, do you think Iran can get their allies like China and Russia to protect Iran from America attacking them? Do you think America one day will get nuked by Russia? Who knows? I don't know. We could probably all get nuked by North Korea. What's your favourite Blu-ray bargain? Probably The Martian 4K for under a fiver. I'm pretty stoked about picking that up last week. My favourite scene of Endgame was the Guardians of the Galaxy opening scene where you hear Quill singing. On your channel banner, where did you get that picture of the cat wearing Captain America outfit? Yeah, I don't think it's there anymore, is it? I've removed that because I've got used my own art and everything now. But that was just something I found on Google. I just typed in cat Captain America, and some picture cropped up. So it wasn't me, it wasn't mine. But I thought I better replace it with my own artwork and my own image in case someone wants to throw a copyright thingy at me. But yeah, if you Google it, Captain America outfit or costume, you'll find it. In fact, I think there's quite a few pictures of cats in Captain Marvel outfits or Captain America outfits that they've put on there. Jake Gyllenhaal was meant to be the original Spider-Man before Tobey Maguire. Oh, I didn't know that. Have you ever thought of being an extra? An extra what? No. Although they do seem to film a lot of stuff at Dover Castle. I could always pop up there. I think my niece, was my niece? No, my brother's partner's daughter was an extra in Into the Woods, maybe? I think it was Into the Woods with, was it with Chris Pine? Can't remember. She was an extra in something. Kylo Ren redeemed in Star Wars Rise of Skywalker. Well, he's glued his helmet back together. That sounds good, doesn't it? He's glued his helmet back together. Logan's just been in his pool. That's nice. Nice swim. Samuel, you keep calling me Paula. That's all right, you can call me Paula. Have you seen the recent new release with Seth Rogen, I think that is, and Charlize Theron, Longshot? I have not. But my buddy Jamie Powell, who's got his own YouTube channel, he's seen it. He quite liked it. Yes, definitely watching Spider-Man Far From Home. Yes, Disney has announced 4 Avatar movies. Apparently he's filmed them all. They're all done. It's just like 10 years of special effects he's got to do now. I think they're all filmed back to back. The Gamer Critic, hello. Oh God, here we go. Paul, do you agree that Star Trek is science fiction while Star Wars is science fantasy? I guess so. But then again, why isn't Star Wars science fiction as well? It is really, isn't it? Oh, yeah, I don't know. I don't read the Star Wars comics, no. What's been your favourite Stan Lee cameo in the MCU? Oh, was it the one in Spider-Man: Homecoming where he stuck his head out of the balcony out of his apartment and started shouting? I can't remember. Was that one? I think that might have been Spider-Man: Homecoming. Question is, who really wants Avatar 2, 3, and 4? Do any of us care? Well, I liked Avatar. I thought it was a really good film. But like a lot of people say, time's moved on. It's been, what's it going to be when we get it? 11 years since the first one? I know James Cameron's a bit thingy when it comes to sequels. You know, look at the time difference between the original Terminator and Terminator 2. Um, yeah. Are we going to be bothered? That's the thing. He's going to have to pull something really special because now we've gone from that phase. We're now in like the Marvel, we're now in the comic book superhero phase, and maybe we don't care about blue monkeys in the jungle. I don't. I'm still looking forward to watching it, but I'm just wondering if maybe, yeah, maybe we don't really care as much now. Should they bring back an intermission for long movies like Endgame? I was dying for a wee halfway through it. There is a solution. Take an extra cup with you in a darkened cinema. Psst, no one will notice. Are you looking forward to the new Terminator film? Yeah. Yeah, it's going to continue straight on from Terminator 2, isn't it? We're supposed to ignore Terminator 3 and Salvation and Genesis, and just continue straight on. It's good that Linda Hamilton is back. It's just a shame they couldn't get Edward Furlong. But I don't suppose he's in any fit state. David Tennant, I really enjoyed David Tennant. David Tennant and um, Matt Smith were fantastic. Matt Smith's going to be in the new Star Wars. I wonder who he's going to play. Do you think he'll be like Palpatine's reincarnated Palpatine's nephew or something? Your favourite steelbook of Star Wars? My Rogue One, and not that abomination of stormtroopers splashing about. My blue fans. I think Nebula's character development is one of the best in movie history. Do you think Control in Star Trek Discovery should be the origin of the Borg? I was thinking that actually, but from Next Generation's point of view, that was the first confirmed contact with the Borg, wasn't it? Although, wasn't the Borg also featured in Enterprise, which was the prequel just to the original Star Trek? I don't know. Could be, or it could be just a new version of the Borg. What's your best dad joke? Dad, can you lend me some money? Oh, yes. I've never seen a single episode of Rick and Morty. Time travel in Star Wars 9? Probably not. What is favourite Marvel superheroes film of all time? I actually think it's Infinity War. I was thinking that it was Endgame, but when I'm comparing the two, I think Infinity War is still my favourite Marvel film so far. Rumours that Kylo Ren joins Rey to fight Palpatine in Star Wars Episode 9. What the hell's Palpatine going to look like, though? Because how many years have gone by and he fell down a giant hole? Is he going to be kind of like Darth Maul? You know, is he going to be like half robot and half horrible looking thing? Or is he going to be completely restructured? He's going to have a suit, maybe. Maybe he was found by some Imperial forces, you know, and that he was given a suit like Vader was given a suit to live. Who knows? Was Snoke Palpatine's son? I thought Avatar was pretty good. I'll be interested to see what it's like. Yeah. Hello, Robert Morris. I'm a big fan of your Blu-ray shopping, and can you say my full name? Hello, Jack Felton. Hello. King Kong versus Godzilla in cinemas 2020. Fantastic. El Dude, hello. Aren't you glad Disney bought... Oh, excuse me. Oh, dear me. Where was I? Aren't you glad Disney bought Marvel Lucasfilm? I think they improved the quality of content, and they seem like they are trying to take... I don't know about take over the market. I think Disney are trying to take over the world. They'll own countries soon. How far in advance do you pre-order? I don't really pre-order now, unless it's something really special. I usually just pick it up on day one. I was told Avatar is 6-foot Smurfs running around a jungle. Yeah, basically that's it. Poppy, hello. Are you going to do a reaction vid to the It Chapter 2 trailer, which I watched Jamie's video? He's such a funny guy. He is a funny guy. I'm hoping to meet up with him at one of the Comic Cons. How far in advance do you pre-order? Oh, I don't pre-order. Palpatine is back, but not how you'd expect. A copy of his consciousness is held within an item, the MacGuffin. Men in Black International. I'm not sure on that. Loved the first film. In fact, I didn't have any problem with the sequels. I thought the third one was better than the second one, but I really enjoyed the Men in Black movies, and that's kind of like Avatar, isn't it? It's kind of like, are we still interested? But I think the selling point on that is the Asgard side, isn't it? We've got Thor and we've got Valkyrie. So I think that's going to be the selling side on that. I think it's going to be a good film. I saw a picture, I think, in Empire magazine of Chris Hemsworth on kind of like a hover scooter kind of thing, like a speeder from Star Wars or something. So it could be good. I see you replace the Guardians of the Galaxy lenticular in the background. Yeah, kept falling off. that is now actually nailed into the wall, so it's not going to fall off. But I can also take it off and replace it with another DVD cover if I want. So I'm sure you can get Blu-ray ones. I might actually think about getting some Blu-ray cases or steelbook ones, and then I can just keep interchanging them like posters. I saw this YouTube video where this guy found a way for Marvel to keep putting Stan Lee in their movies by putting some deleted scenes where he says some funny stuff that could be a possibility. Well, they could do it for anyone. I mean, look at, Peter Cushing and, de-aging, CGI, the face manipulation. They could do it. They could put a young Stan Lee cameo in, find someone that can sound like him, or just put old Stan Lee. So it's easily done because it's not a lot of filming, I shouldn't imagine, compared with some scenes like Kurt Russell in Guardians 2 and Peter Cushing's character, because the Stan Lee cameo is only probably about 10 seconds, if that. Infinity Saga and Skywalker Saga is ending this year. Are you going to do a meetup with any other YouTubers and do Blu-ray hunting? Yes, hoping to do one on Independence Day, 4th of July, hoping to meet up with Kermit's Ghost and Dave Lee Down Under in London. And we do some Blu-ray hunting in London. They were going to do a Borg Queen origin story in the 5th season of Enterprise, but CBS cancelled the show. All right. What Blu-rays do you wish they would do an upgrade from DVD? Why are some Blu-ray films not in full 16:9? DVDs that are not on Blu-ray. Well, True Lies, of course. The Abyss. There are a couple of others. Star Wars Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker. Matt Smith as young Palpatine will rise to fight Rey and Kylo Ren for the final episode to the Star Wars trilogy. Oh, yeah, that sounds good. Would recommend The Expanse TV show. Yeah, I've got that on my... is it Netflix? I think it's Netflix, isn't it? I've got that on my Netflix watch list. I've got quite a lot of programs on Netflix to catch up with. Men in Black meets Thor. I know this isn't Endgame related. Hello, hello, Canon. But whose signature is that on the Galaxy Quest poster? Robin Sachs. He played the villain. What's your favourite American comedy series or sitcom? Quite a few, actually. Friends obviously is up there. So is How I Met Your Mother. I also really enjoy Life in Pieces, although I understand it's just been cancelled. But I love that show. What do you think the movie will be in Phase 4? Oh, God. I don't really know. Have they announced any? Is it going to be something like a Fantastic Four, maybe? Or probably Guardians 3. Doctor Strange 2. Your favourite theme song from Star Wars? Duel of the Fates. Was it Fate of the Duels? I can't remember. Episode 1. Obi-Wan, Qui-Gon, Maul. Haven't booked Spider-Man tickets. The thing is, Daniel, I don't need to book them. I go to the cinema weekdays. See, I work shift work, so I find it better to go lunchtime-ish on a weekday when all the kids are at school, most people are at work. It's quiet as shit, so I get all my enjoyment. So yeah, I don't go to the cinema in the evenings or weekends if I can help it. Best time for me is during the weekdays. So you don't really need to book up during the weekdays. The Orville is getting a season 3. Was it me, or was I missing something in the season 2 finale? It wasn't that good. You know, the week before, with the whole time travel Kelly thing, I thought there was going to be some major impact on the last episode. I know we got to see Alara again, but I thought there was going to be more in the last episode. I was kind of a little bit let down. Do you rent Blu-rays yourself? No. I don't think there was anywhere to rent them from, is there? If you remember in your last stream, I asked you, why in the UK don't we have the Blu-ray and the DVD combo pack? Well, I was in my nearest Poundland and actually found a combo pack. Yeah, I don't think it's a thing they release now, though, is it? You know, the new releases. I rent Blu-rays from Cinema Paradiso. 70% that Luke Skywalker is alive. I think not. Personally, I think he's a ghost. I think it's kind of like the way forward. He's gonna be the Yoda, isn't he? He's gonna be the Obi-Wan with his little white silhouette around him. How many 4K Blu-rays and Blu-rays do you own? 4Ks probably about 40. Blu-rays probably about 400. So not big. Will you be okay with doing a Blu-ray hunting with me? I will be in London in November. Oh, it's cold in November, isn't it? Thing is, possibly, yeah. I haven't been to London for a long time, central London. I'm not familiar with a lot of places because, I mean, HMV's closed down now. There's no Tower Records. There's no Virgin Megastore. I suppose what is there? Is there there's no HMVs in London now, is there? I know there's a FOP store, I think, but I don't know what else there is. I don't know if there's any other Blu-ray stores in London. I'm not sure. Jesse Ashton, hello. Love your channel, keep it up. Death of physical media propaganda, I hope. Can't go and see Spider-Man opening weekend as I have got a busy week, but will catch it as soon as I can. Stay away from spoilers. Steve Rogers and Peggy Carter had kids. That's actually interesting. That could spawn a spin-off. Maybe a Marvel spin-off for the Disney Plus platform. What's your favourite popcorn and Ben and Jerry's ice cream to take to the cinema? Popcorn is usually mixed sweet and salted. Popped. And I don't really have any Ben and Jerry's ice cream at the cinema. Pardon me. I think that my local one is Cineworld, is Baskin Robbins, but I don't really have ice cream in the cinema. I cried so hard when Iron Man died. It was sad. Hulk burning fudge. Yeah, I love it. Do you know what? When Endgame opened for that opening weekend, they should have just renamed all of the ice creams in the movie theatres. Choc chip mint could have been Gamora something, couldn't it? Brilliant. Yeah. I think they missed something there. What is your favourite Guardians of the Galaxy character? I'm torn between Rocket and Drax. Yeah, I like them. I think I like them equally, but I think they're my two favourite characters. Nobody's interested in that Hellboy reboot. Yeah, that went all quiet all of a sudden, didn't it? That no one asked for. If not doing well at the box office, that's going to be a wait to Blu-ray then, isn't it? A wait for 4K. Top 5, top 10 favourite series. Oh, gold. I should do a video series on that, shouldn't I? Yeah, that's an idea actually. I should do that. I'll do my top 5 or top 10 favourite TV shows. What TV series do you think were prematurely or ended prematurely? Yeah. What TV series did you think were prematurely cancelled? Firefly. Definitely. What were they thinking? Film Fan 108. Hello, Seth. How you doing? When it comes to the Marvel movies, do you prefer to buy collectible packaging like steelbooks, etc., or more of a conventional release? Yeah, I mean, I do like the steelbooks. I don't tend to go for the Zavvi steelbooks anymore because I had a thing with titles. You know, they got so lazy over here that um, they would not put a title, and they still don't put. Most of them don't have titles on the fronts. Um, and on the spine, you know, with the Marvel ones, they replaced them with those stupid little pictures. So I kind of phased out of that. I prefer my Blue Fans Marvel ones. Such fantastic looking glossy steelbooks. Yes, go everybody go over and sub to Film Fan 108. Brilliant, brilliant guy. Brilliant Blu-ray outings. Very in-depth, very thorough. One of my favourite blue tubers. Blue tubers, there's that word again. I'm excited for the new season of Agents of. Do you know what? I'm way behind. I'm so behind on that. Season two. I haven't got any further than season two. God, I'm so behind on so much stuff. I think I've still only seen seasons 8 up to 8 of Supernatural as well. What are they on about now? Season 40 or something? My favourite Stanley cameo was the one in Civil War when he delivered a packet. Oh yes, Tony Stank. That was brilliant. Yeah, I forgot that one. I honestly expected a scene with Valkyrie and Captain Marvel. I mean, Jesus, Tessa and Brie were sharing fan art and flirting on social media. She even kissed Tessa at the premiere. Don't forget Saving Private Ryan View showing in 4K. Also, it will be 75 years from the D-Day landings. Yeah, I say that I don't go to the cinema in the evenings because I prefer the daytime, but I think probably I would do that one. I think I would do that one at View. But of course, I'm going to be doing episode 9 midnight when it comes out. Miss and Punk. Oh God, no. What is it with my name pronouncing? My Son Park. Hello. Have you seen any famous people in person? I've been to a few Star Trek conventions back in the day, back in the 90s, and the Buffy conventions. So I've met quite a few of them. There was a brilliant Buffy Angel convention they held in Blackpool back in the 90s. I went with Lulu. We met quite a few people. I think even David Boreanaz was there. I did I did have a cup of tea with Jeremy Renner though, and had a chat with him. It was a Buffy convention in Heathrow, at a hotel in Heathrow, when he was in Buffy, because he had like a third vampire from the left kind of role. Nobody important, and nobody knew who he was, but he was at the convention over here in London. Very nice guy, from what I remember. My favourite Star Wars movies: one, Empire Strikes Back, with you on that one. Two, A New Hope. Yep. Three, Return of the Jedi. Yep. Four, The Last Jedi. Five, Revenge of the Sith. I wouldn't put Rogue One at sixth place. Seventh, The Force Awakens. Eight, Solo. Nine, The Phantom Menace. And 10, Attack of the Clones. I think most people would put Attack of the Clones at 10. But there's a few that I would rearrange. Bohemian Rhapsody 2. Is there any point? I don't think so. Although I've heard that they would probably just focus on the Magic Tour, the last farewell tour. I don't think there's any point. Have you got Guardians of the Galaxy 2 Steelbook? I have. And can you please show me? Oh, God. I would, but it's all stashed away up in there on the shelf, and I've got electronic equipment all around me at the moment. But it's the Blue Fans edition. I can't wait for the 3-part crossover with Kermit and Dave. I'll do a fan art poster if you want. Or join us. That sounds a bit like Palpatine, doesn't it? You will join us. Or you will die. War of the Worlds TV series on BBC this 2019. Yeah. There's also supposed to be a TV series for his Dark Materials, isn't there? The Golden Compass. I think there's supposed to be a BBC series on that. Can you wish my Mandy a happy Mother's Day? She's a huge fan. Daniel Moore. Happy Mother's Day to Mandy, Daniel Moore's mum. Yes, I'm thinking that I probably will do that Saving Private Ryan, as long as I'm off, actually. I'm going to have to work out to see if I'm working or not. Hopefully I'm not. Captain America's ice cream could have been red, white and blue. Good, yeah. Damn it, Ben and Jerry's, you've missed out. Yeah, they missed out there. Well, instead of having Rocky Road, could have had Rocket Road, Rocket Fudge Road or something. And for Groot, could have had a nice chocolate ice cream with lots of broken up bits of flake to look like twigs. Damn it, I should be marketing director for Ben and Jerry's. I hope they never do away with physical media. I think it's better owning Blu-ray DVDs. What's your most rare films? I don't really own really any rare films. No, I'm kind of a mainstream person, so I don't really own anything rare. But no, I don't think physical media is going anywhere for the foreseeable future. Have you seen the Avengers version of We Didn't Start the Fire by Billy Joel? I did not see that. Has anybody seen that bloody Star Wars scene from A New Hope? The re-envision of Obi-Wan and Vader. Holy shit. fan made, but it is bloody brilliant. And I want that to be inserted into A New Hope, because that's probably how George Lucas would have made it if he'd had, you know, the capability and the technology. I do not have an IMDb app. No. Is there an app? I just usually go on the website. Yes, Seth. If you ever travel to the UK, tap me up. We'll do a bit of Blu-ray hunting. And go over onto FilmFan 108's YouTube channel if you want to see his latest review of the Pikachu. It takes a little while for the review to get going, but for the first like 10 minutes, he's playing with Pikachu in his car. It's so funny. I love those little intros that you do with your film reviews. You know, either you dressed up as Freddie Mercury, and it's so funny. You should rank all the MCU films in a video. God, I'm terrible at ranking. Pardon? If you want to see someone that ranks really well, Sean Chandler. He ranks absolutely everything. Avengers Endgame, when are you getting it on 4K, Blu-ray, DVD, digital download? Well, I don't think we'll get a digital download because we don't get them, do we, for Disney and Marvel? But I can't imagine that being out maybe until about September. Read about that time, I think. If there is a movie that you think deserves a sequel, what would it be and why? Oh, what deserves a sequel? What do I think deserves a sequel? Don't know. I was always kind of surprised that they never made a sequel to Forrest Gump. Because there was a book, wasn't there? Was it the Bubba Gump Shrimp Company or something? Gump and Co. or something. There was another book which was the sequel. So I thought, yeah, they could have done another one actually. Other than that, what else? Don't know. I have to think on that one. The Bohemian Rhapsody sequel could be called The Days of Our Lives. That's bloody good. Yes. That's a good title, yeah. What is your favourite EMP movies? What's EMP movies? EMP movies? Did you know Rami Malek is going to play the new villain for the new Bond film? Yeah, I think he's going to be really good. What is your speaker setup? Do you use a sound bar? I've got a sound bar downstairs, which is the Sonos Play Bar to go with my 4K TV. Up here, I've got the Q2000 series front speakers, two fronts, two backs, which are identical, plus a subwoofer, the front speaker. It's the whole 2000 series, and I've got some upfiring Atmos speakers as well from, can't remember the name of the company. Can't remember the name of the company. Yeah, I actually do think Infinity War is better. Not that I'm dissing Endgame, but pacing wise and action wise, I think Infinity War is better. What's your favourite Bond movie from each actor who's played the role? That's a very good question. Okay, right. Right, Sean Connery. Well, it's got to be Doctor No. Should we just forget about On Her Majesty's Secret Service? There's not much of a choice, really, is there? Roger Moore, For Your Eyes Only. Yeah, not Live and Let Die. I know a lot of people would say that, but I remember For Your Eyes Only vividly. I actually saw that at the cinema, I'm pretty sure. Timothy Dalton, The Living Daylights. Piers Brosnan, Goldeneye. Daniel Craig, Casino Royale. Pardon me. Ben and Jerry's should do that for all the big movies. It's an idea, isn't it? It's a novel idea. Even with maybe the Star Wars films coming up, you can have a red and black one, and it would be, wow, it would be Kylo or something. Red and silver, black and silver, sorry. Yeah. And a white and orange for BB-8. Going to watch The Goonies 4K at the cinema when it comes out. Oh, really? Yes, Tom Hanks is in talks to play Elvis Presley's manager, Colonel Tom Parker, in Baz Luhrmann's biopic. Excuse me. Have they actually cast Elvis? Have they actually cast who's going to be playing him? Probably Rami Malek. If you had the choice to choose between a Sith or a Jedi, what would you choose? What would I choose to be? Jedi. Definitely. Who would you have as the next James Bond? Oh, God. This is the big question, isn't it? And this is the question that we're going to be talking about for quite some time. A lot of people say Idris Elba. Would he make a good Bond? Probably. We'll probably agree even more after Hobbs and Shaw. Personally, myself, at this moment in time, and this could change, what's the guy's name from The Bodyguard? He was in Game of Thrones as well. Was it Ned Stark he played? I keep forgetting people's names. Yeah, the guy who plays the bodyguard. Didn't you watch Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse in the evening? No, I saw that in the daytime. If you watched it in the morning, you might have liked it more. Have you haven't rewatched it yet? Not at the moment, no. So are we in for a 4 hour long Blu-ray hunt with all the usual stops? It's hard to tell because a lot of people don't like the long ones because they get bored. And then a lot of people don't like the short ones. I get complaints from people saying your Blu-ray hunts are too long. So I don't know. It also depends on time because tomorrow I'm working. Tomorrow is my work day. So I would normally Blu-ray hunt for 5 minutes. Yeah, I know. But I'm starting to take half days off on big release days. Like we've got Bumblebee tomorrow. So I'm off all tomorrow morning up until 2:30 in the afternoon. So we've got a good 4 or 5 hours to do some Blu-ray hunting. So it's going to be a longish one. So I would say anywhere between half an hour and 45 minutes. If you come to England, bring an umbrella. Not today, actually. It's been blue sky and warm and sunshine and lovely today. Your favourite movie by Tom Hanks? Mine is Splash. Tom Hanks, there's so many of them. Forrest Gump. Yeah. I do like him in Forrest Gump. Tomorrow, can you do Blu-ray shopping at Telford? Not bloody likely. Nothing against Telford. It's just where the hell is Telford? I think there'd be too much travelling. Would you do any Blu-ray hunting up north? Not bloody likely. It's too cold. There's a petition to make Stark raving hazelnuts, yes, and Hunker Hunker burning fudge real flavours. I would sign that, definitely. A true based story on Donald Trump and Theresa May. God, there's a thought. Do you think it's always worth getting 4K Blu-rays compared to normal Blu-rays? No, not really. You only have to look at Terminator 2. The 4K transfer was abysmal and was definitely not worth the upgrade. It's the HDR and the Dolby Vision that really knocks it. So if you've got a film like Bumblebee, you know, lots and lots of glossy colours and that kind of shit, where the HDR is really going to kick in, then it's probably worth doing. But depends on the transfer and yeah. So I wouldn't. I mean, the best thing to do is to sub to 4K reviewers like Spare Change and AR Media, because you know they've got the perfect setup to analyze and to view the 4K transfers and will give you the best opinion. I was going to say Brass Tacks, but he's buggered off, hasn't he? Spoiler alert for Bond 25. Rami Malek will sing Queen songs that will hurt Bond's ears. Oh, it's a good speaker setup, definitely. Fantastic speaker setup. Oh, excuse me. If you don't want to answer, you don't have to, but are you a person who wants Brexit or to remain? I don't really give a shit anymore, to be perfectly honest. I think half the country is just pissed off with it and just hope it would end one way or the other. The Kuckerberg. Ooh, hello. What do you think about fake 4K? We don't like anything fake, do we? Are you excited about Phase 4 from Marvel, or do you think it will be weak after Endgame? Well, they said that after Endgame, the Marvel Cinematic Universe will never be the same again. You know, it's complete change now, so hopefully change for the best, you know, because we want to keep it fresh. But I think there's still a lot of good stuff to come. What did it take? It took Marvel 10 years, 11 years, didn't it, to do 22 films? And it's taken the producers of Bond 40 years, is it, to do 25? Yeah, Goldfinger is a really good film. Will you get Blu-ray 4K Steelbook on Avengers Endgame? I'll get the 3D, definitely get the 3D for Avengers Endgame. And probably, depending on what the Steelbook's like, the UK Steelbook, but hopefully I'll be getting the Blue Fans Steelbook as well. Your favourite movie by John Candy, Planes, Trains and Automobiles? We should do a game where we guess what drinks in your cup. Guesses? Anybody? Oh. What's the best looking visual 4K Blu-ray you own? Probably Thor Ragnarok, actually. It looks absolutely stunning. And because of the HDR and everything with the colours. A lot of them do look fantastic. Line of Duty, yes, we've seen the very first episode, and we like it. We like it, so we're going to carry on with it. We're like 5 seasons behind, but we've just started watching it. Yeah, John Wick 3 is going to be brilliant, and there's a line of dialogue, isn't there, that takes him back to the Matrix. What do you need? Guns. Lots of guns. Pauly, just another reminder to get shut in from Poundland. I'll remember that. For the Poundland bin. Keep on forgetting it. Yeah, I do actually. I've actually put some more stickers on the bin today as well. So we've got some more Kylo and some more Poe and BB-8 and shit. Got some more stickers from Lulu and Claire at Christmas. Yes, the John Wick 3 movie outing will be with Lulu and Claire. It's been so long since we've had a movie outing and review. So I'm going to make sure that I put a box of tissues in the car because one of us is going to crack up at some point or lose it. Thank you, Kenneth. Finally managed to grab one of those Hateful Eight blues from my local Poundland. Good. Yesterday with a slip. Nice one. Have you been anywhere on a plane? Vegas, Florida, LA. That's it. Yeah, because I used Eurostar to go to Disneyland Paris and Eurostar. Oh no, yes, and Barcelona went by plane as well with Lulu. Barcelona. What do you think of the future Bond movies? I think we're only really bothered with the next one, aren't we? With Daniel Craig, then I think they're going to have to rethink what's going to come next and who's going to play it next. But I think there'll be a couple of years. I think there's going to be maybe 3 or 4 years before the next one after that. Turner and Hooch, yeah, blimey, that's a good film. Saving Private Ryan, yeah, Tom Hanks is bloody good in that. Poppy's going to see Detective Pikachu. I really want to see it, despite not knowing anything about Pikachu or Pokemon. What was your first Blu-ray you got? I think we've established that was probably Sweeney Todd with Johnny Depp. The Money Pit. Do you know what? I haven't seen The Money Pit in ages. First Blu-ray I got was Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. Best part of Endgame for me was when Captain America used Thor's hammer. Oh my god, like a paladin. Bloody, I bet in the US the cinema went absolutely mad when the hammer flew past and went straight to Captain America. we don't get that in the UK. No one cheers or screams or shouts. What's your favourite Arnold Schwarzenegger film? Oh, I would go for Predator or Commando or Total Recall. Hard to choose between them. 3 amazingly brilliant films. Terminator 2. Yeah, not the original, but Terminator 2. Yes, I hope to go and see Aladdin. Definitely. Hello, Halloween Explained. Kenneth got it right. Coke. Well, Diet Coke. Halloween got some new charity shop pickups: Candyman Collector's DVD and Pacific Rim 3D Lenticular. Nice one. When is Disney Plus out in the UK? Probably early next year. I don't think there's a confirmed date, but I would assume early next year. Line of Duty is Boss. I just finished that myself. It keeps getting better as you get into it. Pauly, many months ago, you said you were going to do double Poundland Bin episodes due to the amount of Blu-rays to get through. Kind of fell through the net. Yeah, it's a whole time thingy. It's a whole time thingy because the whole filming of it and watching it and everything takes about 4 hours. So trying to get two done, for one day is kind of a bit of a stretch. But yeah, it would be nice to have more than one a week. But at least one a week, we've got enough Blu-rays to be getting on with. Myson Park, bye. Florida is better in the springtime than the summer. Do you know, when I went to Shepherd, hello there. The first time we went to Florida was in June. Bloody hot, lots of lightning, lots of rain. And the second time we went in September. Bloody hot, lots of rain. But yeah, going July, August time is really the worst, isn't it? Because it's so hot. So hot. But we did all the Disney, and Kennedy Space Center. We were there when the shuttle went up. We didn't actually view the shuttle from Kennedy, but we were in Kissimmee in a little shop next to the Ponderosa restaurant after having breakfast. There was a little TV on the counter when we were picking up some t-shirts, and everybody was all gathered around the TV, and we were like, what's going on? Oh, the space shop was just launched. And actually, we went outside and we could actually see it going up. We could just see like a yellow line just going up. I still remember that, yeah. That's my one regret about, and my dad as well, and my mum, I think, that we never actually got to actually view an actual space shuttle launch from nearby. Yeah, never happened now. Just thought I'd say that Back to Future is not a load of bullshit. It's a product of its time. True. Good evening, James Millership. I'm good, thank you very much. My first Blu-ray was Jurassic Park Trilogy box set. Good choice. You seen Ant and Dec's Saturday Night Takeaway? Nah, not interested. Not interested. I was a little disappointed that Marty McFly and Doc Brown didn't help the Avengers in Endgame. Yeah. Do you like Taylor Swift's new song, Me? Not really. I don't like anything Taylor Swift has done outside of country, to be honest. I just hope one day she goes back to her country roots. She probably won't, but it's my hope. When we seen Captain America swirl at Thor's hammer, everyone in the audience was cheering with excitement. Could you say my full name, please? Samuel Yu. Yeah, see, that's it, isn't it? I watch Audience Reactions channel, and some of the things, some of the cheering, the laughter, shouting that you get in the cinemas in the US, why? Why'd you do it? It might be a silly question, but we sit very quietly in the cinema. Yeah, we might have a giggle, but we don't really shout out, and we kind of respect other people around us. And is it because you're so into the actual movie where you're just too excited? But it's not a thing that we do in the UK, so it's weird. It's weird. And and I've never really witnessed it because I mean I've been to a couple of cinemas in the US when I was in Vegas. Well, we saw Jurassic Park, the original Jurassic Park, on its opening weekend in Florida in Universal Studios. But then in Vegas, I saw The World Is Not Enough, the Bond film, and I also saw End of Days with Arnie as well. And yeah, I remember there was a lot of cheering and that there, but it's just not something we do in the UK. Don't know why. Also in the Poundland bin, I really want to see what the Blu-ray with the white slip on the top layer is. Been there for the last 15 episodes. No idea. Obviously, we'll get to it at some point. Why were you late at the Poundland? Excuse me. What were you? Why were you late of the Poundland bin? And what are you going to do in your 100 episodes of the Poundland bin? In your is there going to be anything special in the 100th episode? I'm only on 39. I don't know. I'll think of it when we get to 100. Maybe it'll be a full week of Poundland bins, one a day. I'll have to take a week off work. Do you watch a lot of TV series apart from movies? I do watch quite a few. I have not seen any Cobra Kai's though. Terminator 2 is a favourite. It's fantastic. I really thought that they were going to do a de-aging Robert Patrick in Terminator Genesis. Rather, they used an Asian-looking guy to be the T-1000. Your favourite scene from Jaws? Well, the one I remember the most is when he slips down the back of the boat and gets eaten by the shark. But I think probably... Was it Smile, you son of a bitch? I think probably that scene's my favourite. That's proper blockbuster summer stuff, isn't it? Bye from a kid's perspective is going goodbye. Went shopping today to FOP, HMV, CEX, Poundland, local charity shops. Managed to grab the Hateful Eight Blu-ray and Get Hard Blu-ray from Poundland and grabbed the Kickboxer Retaliation with Slip. Nice. Off to watch the BAFTAs now. See you in another live chat. Bye, Sector Alpha Zero. Oh yeah, it's the BAFTAs, isn't it? Jodie Comer? Jodie Comer and Sandra Oh are both up for the same award. I really do hope Jodie gets that. She is absolutely bloody brilliant. What's your favourite gangster film? I would say, yeah, Goodfellas. Yeah. What is your favourite part of WWZ? Is that World War Z? You know, the Brad Pitt film. If it is, it's probably the airplane scene when they start realising all the zombies are actually coming up, you know, through the aisle in the airplane. Are the Blu-rays in Poundland second-hand because they are always in perfect condition? It's a mixture. Mostly they are new, but a lot of them are also pre-owned, but they're refurbished and repackaged up by a company called Music Magpie. But mainly the ones that I've picked up from the last couple of months are new. So it's probably like excess stock and all that they're trying to get rid of. Oh yes, also grab the 4K release of the original 80s Karate Kid. Also the TV series Underbelly. Oh, I've never seen that. Do you like Friday night dinner? I don't really eat dinner on Friday night. Did HMV ever give you the steelbooks you ordered or refund you when they were going through administration? I wish. I have no idea what is going on with that. It is just absolutely ridiculous. I haven't had any money back at all from them, so I don't know what's going on. Trying to contact them is ridiculous. It's for every email I send them, it's like 2, 3 weeks later, I get we've received your email and we are looking into it and someone will get back to you. So I'm getting to the point now where I'm seriously considering threatening legal action, even if I have to fake my own solicitor's letterhead and send that to the head office. But I mean, I've got nothing against HMV themselves. It's not the shop's fault, it's the whole administration and the management and how it works. But it's one of those ongoing things that I just really hope would resolve sooner or later. Who's Jeff Maliki? Rest in peace. What do you do for a living? I'm a male prostitute. Oh no, I better not say that, had I? Word's going to get spread around now. I'm going to get people queuing up at the door. Asking for refunds. No, I work in an office. That's more interesting, actually. Oh, God. Which do you think is better, the Spider-Man trilogy with Maguire or the Amazing Spider-Man with a younger Peter Parker? A Tobey Maguire trilogy, yes. Your favourite Clint Eastwood film? Ooh, a lot of people would say the westerns, wouldn't they? And Unforgiven, I've never really been a fan of that film. Gran Torino? Gran Torino? I really like Gran Torino. I've seen The Hunter Killer just last night, and bloody hell, it was a big audio. Yeah, it's a bloody good film, isn't it? I really enjoyed that film. Watching the new Game of Thrones today. I won't be, no. It's been recorded, so I'll play it back in a couple of days. Kermit's here. We were talking about you earlier on, mate. Kermit's here. About time HMV and FOP started restocking on the back titles that they didn't get past 3 months. They got most new releases stuff now, but not some of the titles they missed since things went tits up. Do you like Buck Rogers? Beady beady beady. Oh yes. Do you like Fatty Thor and how they used Hulk? At one point, did you think that Scarlet Witch was going to kill Thanos? No, I didn't actually think that. No. But Fatty Thor's alright and Brainy Hulk's okay. It's a bit different, isn't it? Keeping it fresh. Would you buy the Lego Movie 2? Probably yes, because I didn't see it at the cinema. I'll probably pick up the 3D. And because I've got the first one, I've got the Batman Steelbook, the Lego Steelbook, plus I've got the Ninjago, which I haven't actually seen yet. Thoughts on the announcement that David S. Goyer is attached to produce a Hellraiser reboot, and are you going to ever doing a video where you go a whole day CEX or charity shop hunting? Well, I'm not going to have much luck charity shop hunting, am I, down my area? Not unless I want to pick up 1,000 DVDs. But I had talked about it with Lou, and because she's a big charity shop person, she doesn't go around looking for Blu-rays or DVDs or anything like that, but she likes going looking for designer jeans, and I think Claire found a Gucci handbag or something for £5. But I was going to get Lou to, we'll do a whole day of charity shop hunting in Maidstone, because there's shitloads of charity shops in Maidstone, and maybe a few around the area of Orpington and Rochester. If you're not familiar with those areas, you ain't got a clue what I'm talking about. But like me and Lulu did with the Poundland, we went around all those Poundland stores. We wanted to do that, but we want to do that with charity shops. She knows the best charity shops to go to, so it might be something that we're probably going to do when it's warmed up a bit, because it's like middle of May and it's not really that warm. I know the sun's been out and it's blue sky, and I've walked up the shop in just my shirt without a coat, but it's still quite chilly. What is on your top? It's really bad. It's just a t-shirt I bought from eBay. It's Los Polos Hermanos, from Breaking Bad. But look what's happened to the middle of it. I've got other t-shirts and none of them go like that. So I think it's just all broken and cracked up. I think it must be just a bad printing. Oh, Jeffito Movie Blog. Okay, I'll check him out. Outlaw Josie Wales. I've never seen it. Oh, Dirty Harry movies, yes. Heartbreak Ridge. God, I haven't seen that in years. Clint Eastwood was also in Revenge of the Creature, Part 2 of the Creature from the Black Lagoon, was he? Any Which Way But Loose, yeah. What do you think of the multiverse idea that is hinted in Spider-Man Far From Home, an opening for Fantastic Four and X-Men characters to cross over to the MCU? Also, Deadpool could come in. Yeah, good idea. Good idea. Not sure which version of Bumblebee I'm picking up yet. We'll see what they look like tomorrow. Cheers or Frasier? I'm going to admit I've never seen either of them. What charity shop is your favourite? None, really. Well, the only one that I've really had that much luck with, is the British Heart Foundation in Canterbury, where I picked up the 4K. They do have Blu-rays. They have probably about 10 to 15 Blu-rays, or probably all from Poundland, from what I've seen. But that's the best chance of actually picking up Blu-rays and 4Ks in that store. Most of the other stores just don't do them. Nobody in Dover actually owns Blu-rays or 4Ks, I'm pretty sure. There's never any. But I tell you what though, CEX has got shitloads of Blu-rays, so I don't think people actually just give Blu-rays to charity shops for some reason. In my area, I think they just take them into CEX and get some money for them. Yes, I'm looking forward to Rocket Man. Do you think Endgame will have a slip? Yes, I do. Remember On the Buses, the TV series and the movies? I remember the series, but not the movies. Don't think I ever saw the movies. I can't believe I found season 1 now on Slip. Slip with Daredevil. Let's hope I win the auction on eBay. Okay. I'll tell you what I did see the other day though. I saw the Marvel Steelbooks that Zavi did. Daredevil. I think it's either Daredevil season 1 or season 2. Steelbook in CEX. I think it's 30 quid they want for it. It's got quite a few steelbooks actually down there. No, they're not mine. Do you like the amount of remakes and reboots Hollywood has run out? They have run out of ideas, haven't they? That Martian you picked up on 4K has a slip. No, it doesn't. Well, not the one I picked up doesn't. Have you seen Sliders? Sliders. It's a series where he goes to different parallel universes. Yeah, they're talking about rebooting it, aren't they? Both Jerry O'Connell and John Rhys Davies are interested in rebooting it, and they've been talking about it. What was your best ever viewing experience extravaganza? Viewing experience. My best viewing experience. I think Titanic. Watching Titanic at the Odeon Leicester Square in London. Yeah, I think that was spectacular. And the very end scene when Jack and Rose are at the staircase, and all the all of the people that died and all that were all clapping. I thought that the surrounds was absolutely fantastic until I looked around. Everyone was clapping. Who should be the leader of the Avengers now? That is a good point. Well, it's not going to be Captain America, is it? Or new Captain America, I should say. The leader of the Avengers. Thor's off with the Asgardians. Who's in a position? Oh God, who's going to be? Ant-Man? Do you think he'd be the leader of the Avengers? I don't know. Blue Fans is a limited release of premium Blu-rays that come with beautiful slip boxes, whether it be lenticular slips or full slips. They also do one called with a one click edition, and they're alternative artwork. So usually movie poster artwork for the steelbook, glossy steelbooks embossing. You get books, you get postcards, really beautiful editions. Blu-rays for Everyone is a good website. I have it has slipcases if you didn't want one. Really? Does it? Blu-rays for Everyone. Yeah, Dunkirk. I remember that was fantastic in the cinema. Have you ever seen the edited version of the video Obi-Wan fight scene that has been done in A New Hope? That's the one I was talking about just now. Yeah, it's really good, really good. It should be put back into the film. Do you have the book Star Wars from the Adventures of Luke Skywalker from 1976? I don't. Falcon, really? You think? Be good if you could do reviews of any older 4K titles you pick up. I've heard the transfers can be variable, so it would be good to get an opinion. Yeah. Donald Trump will be the leader of the Avengers. Oh my God. He's going to build a wall around Thanos. Oh God. No, we don't want to get too political. Who supports Trump here? Are the Blue Fans exclusives more expensive than the Zavvi ones? Yes, they are. Usually, the full slip and the lenticulars work out at about between 40 and 50 quid, maybe 60 on some of them. And the one clicks are about £130. Wings Animal Rescue just named one of the rescued geese after Bobby. Ah. I cannot wait for Wonder Woman 2. I heard Hans Zimmer is the composer. Yeah. Yeah, that's been pushed back now, isn't it? Was it Wonder Woman 1984? Can you do an impression of Brian Blessed? Or Gordon's alive? Me said you a bastard. Your favourite movie from Alfred Hitchcock and Stanley Kubrick? Alfred Hitchcock is probably Psycho. I've only seen two. I think I've only seen that one and The Birds. Stanley Kubrick. Probably 2001, but I've not seen a lot of Stanley Kubrick films. I tried to watch Eyes Wide Shut. What a piece of shit that is. Alex Truman, hello. Suit of armour. I walk around the world. We don't need Trump. Tony already had the idea. Except in Syria and with Russians also with the Israel, except that I think he's wonderful with Iran, China and North Korea. Yeah, it's out next year, isn't it? I think it's time for more Maltesers. Shall I stick one up my nose? No, I better not. Don't want to get stuck, eh? It's getting dark now, isn't it? Oh, yes. We are doing right now for something to do a gif of you doing Brian Blessed. Your favourite movie by Brian De Palma? Mine is Carrie, starring Sissy Spacek and Piper Laurie. Brian De Palma. I don't know. I'm not familiar with a lot of Brian De Palma stuff. No, Maltesers isn't my dinner. Just an afternoon snack. I don't know the thoughts on the new It trailer. I've not seen it. Right, okay. I'm going to do it now then. Right, okay. Let me come off that screen. I'm going to do a live on air trailer reaction for It. So let's find it. It trailer, chapter 2. Where are we? Oh, 3 days ago. That'd be the one, wouldn't it? Right, let's turn the volume up. Warner Brothers Pictures. I hope I don't get clobbered for copyright. Right, okay, let me just touch that. Right, okay. Turn that up, turn the volume up. Ready? Jessica Chastain.
I used to live here. Won't you come in? It's the least I can do. Is it like you remember?
Yeah, don't trust her.
Well, you feel free to look around while I get the water boiling. Your hair is winter fire. January embers. My heart
I
burns.
like little flashbacks.
There you go.
Oh shit.
Music. I do apologize. It gets so very hot here this time of year.
It's fine.
But you feel like you could just about die. But you know what they say about Derry? No one who dies here ever really dies.
This is a funny trailer. What the fuck?
But tell me, how is it being back in Derry?
She's weird.
It's good. Strange. Strange? Oh my.
Ew.
I had some cookies in the oven before you came. Steve.
Don't eat them. Don't eat them.
No, I insist.
Your photos are lovely, Miss Kirsch. Are these your family?
My father came to this country with $14 in his pocket.
What did he do, Mrs. Kirsch?
My father joined the circus.
Oh God, his smile. Ew.
I was always Daddy's little girl.
Is she stark bollock
What about
naked?
you? Are you still his little girl, Beverly?
Oh God.
Are you?
Ew.
This meeting of the Losers Club has officially begun.
James McAvoy.
We have to stick together.
Oh, cool. Red balloons for everyone. Oh shit. Hello, little girl. Oh God. September the 6th. Okay, that looks creepy as shit. That does. It does look good, but it doesn't give too much of it away. But what the hell is that with that woman? Bloody hell.
What the hell is that with that woman?
Let me turn the volume down. Oh, dear me. Yeah, that was very interesting. Oh, dear. Right, where are we? Let's get back to some of the chat. Do you think next year will be a Marvel-free year with no announcements made? No, I don't think so. I think we're still going to get some Marvel movies, aren't we? Yeah. Shout out to Simon Duke. I am a tea drinker, yes. Big Pauly special. Buy one vegan sausage roll, get one free. They're really nice, those Greg's vegan sausage rolls. Can you imagine in about 10 years' time, if Morgan went on the TV show, who do you think you are? And she says, I am Iron Woman. What was Margaret Thatcher? She was the Iron Lady, wasn't she? Forgot to mention Mexico. That what? Assi wants to build a wall on the. Well, everybody wants to build a wall. Pardon me. Granny Fanny. Oh no. Your favourite movie by Francis Ford Coppola and Martin Scorsese? Mine is The Taxi Driver and The Godfather. Goodfellas. Godfather really didn't grip me that much. I tried to sit down and watch the Godfather trilogy. I got bored in the third one and turned it off. But it didn't really grab me, really, the Godfather trilogy. Is it just weird that I love horror movies at the age of 13? Yeah, you're bloody warped. Okay, I'm going to. Put someone in timeout for the time being. There's a little bit too much political talk. Trump and borders and walls and Russia and shit. So I'm going to put a user in timeout for the time being. It's a movie channel, really. We like to talk about movies, but I don't want to get involved in politics and all that kind of shit. So, time out. Pennywise. I think Pennywise will get an origin story. Good idea. Yeah. A Lego wall. 4 full English breakfast. Oh, that's nasty. Avengers spoiler. The Thanos snap worked in Endgame to dust off the DC characters. Oh, that's nasty. Talk about stick the knife in. Your favourite movie by Steven Spielberg. Steven Spielberg, E.T. E.T. Found Home. Yes, that's Galaxy Quest. That's not a poster, it's actually a DVD case with signed. It's one of those DVD frame things you can buy. Do you think X-Men Dark Phoenix will be another X-Men 3? No, I don't think it will be an X-Men 3. I think it's going to be really good. I think it's going to be really good. I was thinking, will you ever consider maybe doing like a new segment where you do some movie reviews after hunting, like Cool Duder and like Wet Movie 1, or maybe after on a separate video? Yeah, I know what you mean, because they're Blu-ray hunting with, although their videos last for about an hour or 40 minutes, they only really hunt for maybe 15 or 20 minutes, and then it's, and now back to my place for some Blu-rays and DVD reviews. I would actually have to watch the Blu-rays and DVDs to actually review them. I don't get time to watch many Blu-rays these days, but it's a good idea. Or I could just talk about films that I have seen, which probably would be less than 5. So I don't know. Maybe I'll just do a separate segment, separate, Big Pauly's weekly review, Big Pauly's weekly roundup, something like that, of not just movies that maybe I've seen, but TV episodes as well. Yeah, Chapter 2 trailer looks more funny than scary. That wasn't scary at all. It was hilarious, actually. Yeah. Yeah, I really do like the X-Men prequels as well. The whole prequel series, with um who I just said, McAvoy, James McAvoy, and the others, Jennifer Lawrence and that lot. I think that works really well. Um, First Class is one of my favorite X-Men movies. Are you going to see DC's Watchmen TV series? I probably will. I didn't really think that much of the trailer, but I probably will give it a go. The best movie you've seen in theatres. The best movie experience I had in theatres was probably Independence Day when it originally came out. What's the worst movie you have ever seen? Mine's Fantastic Four. Mine's 50 Shades of Shit. Oh, pardon me. Maybe I should do a compilation video of Big Pauly's burping moments. Yeah, what happened to Trek Talk? I was thinking about that the other day. I did about 3 episodes, didn't I? God, that would have been so much interesting as well. So much more interesting. Yeah, so much more interesting for season 2. There's a guy called Egotistic Funtime that talks about the Orville on a weekly basis. But it's a shame Trek Talk didn't catch on, or that I didn't do more. I don't know why I didn't do more. I think at the beginning of Discovery, I got confused on the whole Klingon side of it, because that's all season 1 was focused on. With really was the Klingons. If Michael Fassbender, that's who I'm thinking of. Yes. What are your thoughts on 2 more Avatar films? If only we were only getting 2. We're getting 4. Oh dear. Our Kobe review movies. Goodbye. Thanks for joining us. If you could pick a 70s or 80s slasher movie, what would be your favourite? And adding on to Barry's statement, do you think it's a good idea for more Avatar movies? I would like to see them, but I don't know if maybe they would fit in now, this day and age. A slasher. I don't really do slasher movies. No. Although I did like Hills of Eyes in the 80s. That's kind of a slasher movie, isn't it? Have you seen The Mystery Men starring Ben Stiller and William H. Macy and Janine Go? I love that film. Is that available on Blu-ray? Because that is one that I'd like to buy. I really love that film. And Hank Azaria for what was it? What did he say? For fork's sake or something. He always throws forks, doesn't he? I love that film. I hope they release a 3D Blu-ray of Dark Phoenix. 3D releases seem to be disappearing. UK disappearing. UK is okay for now, but see US and Australia are not releasing hardly any. Yeah. We're getting Captain Marvel, that's confirmed, and we're getting Endgame, that's confirmed on 3D. Because we didn't Shazam. I wonder if we've got a Shazam 3D. What is it? The one that we didn't get? We didn't get Ralph Breaks the Internet, did we? We didn't get that in 3D. Worst movie I've ever seen is The Hot Tub Time Machine Part 2 or Volume 2. How long are you still going to be on the live stream? Not for much longer. I'm sure you've got much more interesting things to do. We've been on here a good 2.5 hours now, so I'll be wrapping it up shortly. What would happen if 50 Shades of Grey was in Poundland, if nothing but 50 Shades when you're doing Blu-ray hunting? 50 Shades is always in bloody Poundland, that's the thing. Alex Truman is starting a YouTube channel on movie reviews and collections. Nice one. Love to see Kathleen Bigelow make Captain Marvel 2. Yeah, that would be good. She's a great filmmaker. How many steelbook Blu-rays do you own now? Yeah, because I've filtered a lot of my content out, a lot of my steelbooks. I've probably got about 350 steelbooks now. Or maybe close to about 380 with the Marvels, you know, the blue fans. Alien versus Avatar. Oh, God, I don't know if I'd want to see that. I hope they remake the Wolverine movies on 4K to complete the X-Men trilogy. Okay, I think we'll wrap it up there then. That's exactly 2.5 hours, so I think that's good. I think that's a good stretch. I don't want to bore the shit out of you. And we've had a good chat. We've had a good chat with Marvel and Endgame and all that kind of stuff. So if you want some questions answered, if I haven't answered your questions, then when the live chat's finished, it will be uploaded so you can watch the playback, and just stick some questions down in the comments, and I'll answer them for you if I haven't got a chance to answer them in the live chat for you. Brilliant. Okay. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining in and having a good old chat. And we'll do another chat soon. We are middle of May, so it'll probably be it'll be a Sunday so it'll be in 2 weeks' time. So that will be the end of May. So hopefully there might be some giveaways. There might be. I'm not saying there will be, but hopefully. So hope you all enjoyed the live chat, and it's always nice catching up with everybody. And enjoy the rest of your evening and your week at work and all that kind of shit. And I shall see everybody on the next live chat in 2 weeks' time. Goodbye, my friend.